Welcome back, everyone, to the Our Playtrix Reality YouTube channel. Today, it may not be as much about the Seraphim Serenade, but then I'm also joined with my friend and colleague, Derrick Ivy, who is also a certified hypnotherapist and Reiki master. We're both quantum healers, and so he'll also be doing some all that is channeling a little bit later, and we might do some trading off of that. So without further
Hey
ado,
everyone, thanks for having me, Troy.
it's really a pleasure. Um, yeah, I love having guests and of course questions and like-minded groups are always welcome.
What else do we need to know that you want us to help with on the Earth plane?
What we will always recommend is to act from an impassioned state from your heart. That will never go wrong as long as it is for the benefit of others and all and a good purpose.
Beautiful.
And we can recommend if you do have a, a heartfelt desire, a need, a project that you may need a little help with, assistance from others with perhaps money or also space, resources, it never hurts to ask. If you ask in honesty, quite often you will be blessed and pleased with the help and the rewards that you receive. For now, we leave you with that and wish great blessings for all.
Thank you so much for those messages.
Hmm. Well,
I
that's a
think
good
it's
sign.
just I I hurt for all of us in the world right now, and it's like I just see so much suffering. And those messages really have the power to alleviate so much of that suffering if more of us, as more of us begin to really embody those heart-centered ways of being.
Well, Derek, do you still feel called to do some channeling of your own?
Yes. And I connect with the all that is. And okay, I'm connected in now. Hello. You are here with us, beautiful soul. And that means that you were meant to be here at this time, in this now moment, listening to this message. Your ability to continue expansion is infinite. You are at a point on your planet that more and more that is untrue is coming to the surface so it can be seen. You must not view this as a negative occurrence because this is a massive cleansing. This is the next era. It is already here as the debris. begins to clear, we will go deeper into our collective heart. Those that resonate and operate in frequencies of love, gratitude, creation, expansion, will continue to do so. As those who are not aligned with the energy that we are, which is expansion, are attached to older programs of consciousness that will soon be obsolete. As this process continues to unfold, more and more will be unearthed. More and more will rear their ugly heads within each soul. This comes up not for the purpose of making them suffer, but to show them where they are still stuck. They have two choices. They can embrace the lessons that we are showing them, or they can resist the messages that we're showing them. If they choose to learn from the lessons, there is still time to join the crystalline consciousness. If resistance is chosen, however, this will cause many souls to go back home because they forgot their assignment. They forgot what they came here to do, and they will choose to go back home, choosing not to feel the discomfort needed for greater expansion. There are more souls than ever who are expanding beyond belief. This is expanding us beyond belief. This is helping shift the darkness out of an entire human collective. There will be more and more unrest as this continues to happen, but this is leading us all to a more desirable environment. As a soul who has found this message, you are asked to find those places within yourself that need to teach you something. Bringing love to these parts and bringing love to all other beings who are a part of this, you will begin to alchemize this energy as we transform it back into unconditional love, back into energy that can be used for life-giving creations. You may ask any questions.
So one question that comes to mind that will help, I think, my life as well as I'm sure many, many others, is once a person has found their soul's essence and their soul's purpose, but then they get somewhat distracted and sidetracked or sometimes pushed around or influenced by the demands of modern society. How can we best, as bright divine souls, break free from workplaces or structures of not such pure energies and some tyranny to come back into our own authenticity, um, perhaps transitioning into a different area of work or um, shifting back into absolute divine truth and cultivating that and creating that in our real lives.
Be the light that you already know that you are. Know your soul's purpose. That is correct. You will need to simply duplicate the energy of your higher self living out your soul's purpose. You will begin to align with your true love for the act of living out your soul's purpose. You will align yourself daily with the brilliance of creation as you look out before you and see your world and your reality as the miracle that it is. You will begin to radiate a very magnetic frequency as you do that which is your heart's desire, for it is your heart's desire because we want it through you. We want you to know that you don't have to work at a 3D job to generate abundance from us. You are programmed in many Western societies, as you call it, to have to suffer for getting good things in life or having success. The success is within your own heart, knowing that you go far beyond your function in the world. That as you begin to do more and more of this work just for the love of it, this will allow you to begin creating momentum. You will begin to find ways to get people involved with what you are doing. You may even offer them this for free. As you begin to do more and more of this work, you will begin to raise in levels of confidence. As you begin to raise in levels of consciousness and confidence, you will leverage that in a way that you utilize those souls that you have gotten involved from the passion and heart chakra frequency that you radiate to create very positive experiences that truly help them on a very deep level. And you will leverage that in a way that shares their stories with the collective to show others that healing is possible. As you begin sharing, this multiplies that energy out, and financial abundance is but only but a byproduct of those cycles. As you begin to build momentum more and more, the things that are not a part of your soul's purpose will fall off, much as if a button pops off of an expanding shirt. You will continue to grow and expand as you go through different spirals and levels in your soul's purpose. It starts in this now moment, knowing that you already are.
That is a beautiful explanation. Another question I have is, in such a situation, perhaps a family dynamic, where an individual wants to perhaps have more passive income or financial freedom, but and they have a certain goal and way of doing that, but there may be a family member or others around them that is constantly or somewhat doubtful that they can and that will be prosperous. How can the one with the passion and vision and confidence that it works um, help reassure a doubter to give them the space or give them more confidence to go forward with that?
There will be those that do not have the capacity to understand on your level. There are many times that they are meant to learn what is possible from you, that they are actually fueling in ways that their doubt can be used in a way that adds more drive to the one that is following their heart. For the one that is following their heart knows deep within their soul that they will succeed. So it is not a matter of that this doubter has any validity because you have tasted the knowing that this is your soul's purpose, that this is what you were meant to do, that this is what you came here to do. And we would say to choose not to even spend much time defending anything with this person, but rather put that energy into getting further on what you are doing. And some of these doubters know at some level that this could work. They choose not to believe in you because they don't believe in themselves. They are have spent much time and energy in this incarnation playing small, so to speak. Their fear by admitting that you are a powerful creator, they admit that they have wasted their own creative potential, that they have chosen a creation that is not satisfying to them. Because of that, they have given up. They have felt that it is not possible for them to achieve that in this lifetime. And due to that, they do not believe that you can either because of a perceived idea that they know better than you, which is based on their own experience. It has nothing to do with your experience. And they are here to actually learn from you that it's possible for them. So, our advice would be to continue on your purpose and path and really think of them as a small child on your planet who is afraid. And while not devalidating their perspective, because from their perspective, they are correct. So by not devalidating their perspective and showing love to them while firmly telling them that you will continue on your path, they will begin to have to face parts of themselves that they were trying to avoid by telling you that it's not possible. And in so doing, they will awaken to their own heart on a deeper level.
Thank you very much for these beautiful and helpful insights. I do have one more question, more for the collective, and it relates more to the status of our world currently and especially relates to subjects of current wars and um, government created poverty and travesties and atrocities that are quite ugly to for most people to watch. Those of us who, especially those who have homes and economic stability and what we call civilized life. And for some of us, especially empaths and light workers and spiritualists, I'm wondering how effective prayer is for counterbalancing war and such struggles in the world, or if it is really effective or a good use of our time and energy to be sending light individually, or is it better as a group, or does that actually shift much of anything? Because it just seems like these problems keep going on, and I'm wondering what the best approach is, most effective approach for a light worker or a spiritualist of any sort to go about directly or indirectly trying to counterbalance struggles such as war and poverty.
Prayer is absolutely helping. Prayer as an individual, prayer as a group. Both are very powerful as we can describe in human terms that you can understand best as waves of light that spiral out through the collective consciousness, through all things. This prayer is absolutely changing things in our collective consciousness and affecting positive change. There would be much worse manifestations at this current moment in time had it not been for prayer. That being said, the prayer sets the vibrational tone to put ideas in individuals' minds. These prayers, although subconscious, are helping to put more humanistic and kind ideas in people's minds. This is not just the people who are, quote, in control, but also in all beings on our planet. There is much action that you will need to take on your planet. Each individual helps this collective consciousness heal one heart at a time. Human systems are failing that were put in place to control and to work for a very small amount of the people. However, this is not the intended purpose of this planet to create situations of suffering as this planet was made to be enjoyed. It was made to have contrasting experiences, yes, but it was never made to only allow a select few to enjoy what's right here. As more and more souls begin to awaken to their light, begin to connect with higher frequencies, as a collective, this all builds momentum. Even every little prayer adds to the momentum. A prayer may be a drop of water, and organizing a protest that is near and dear to your heart and will get the attention of others who are in higher positions of power, may be a gallon jug. But as this momentum continues to build, there will be more and more individuals who already have, quote, power on our planet through means of financial wealth or a voice that reaches millions. More of these souls will be using their voice and their resources towards creating a better world in ways that they are passionate. So we're encouraging you here to simply be grateful and work with what you have to help others and help in the ways that you have the desire to help, because we are working through all of you, even those ones who are, quote, in power.
That is beautiful. I could ask one more question, though we should wrap up soon. My last question is more than just what my heart is passionate about for projects um, of my own and that also will help people. Um, what would be some good ways to start creating change or helping in change movements to really help perhaps others who are in poverty situations overseas and ways of helping to rebalance the world internationally for those who have been stripped of their homes or in poverty. How can I, how could someone start to go about that even if we don't have a lot of money to donate or resources to donate at this time?
Be rich in your vibrational offering to these people who need your help, who need all of our help. All humans help. We are helping. We are doing what we can from our side. We are hearing you. We are wanting you to visualize them as having their needs met in amazing ways, you can share their true emotional stories in different places than have conventionally been shared. There will need to be others that are used to not going without, having to go without to further awaken compassion and wisdom that could open up resources for these people. There are many ways that you can also begin to share resources with them in small ways and encourage others to do the same, which also will create a momentum process for them. You are not alone in this, as more and more are asking the same questions, which will bring about positive change and alleviate much suffering.
Thank you very much for these helpful insights and suggestions. The wisdom of all that is, and to Derrick, I feel that is enough. All of my questions at this time. Welcome back, Derrick.
I felt them going back up, but wow, yeah, that was one of the deepest channelings that I've ever done with all that is.
That was very helpful and beautiful. Yeah, something that often
Yeah,
happens
I'm sure it'll help others that hear it too, because that was just wow.
for sure.